everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Osweiler's Texans going up against Brees' Saints. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. Miller, the lone setback, and he'll get it up the middle. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down, here's Osweiler. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. So after the INT, it's Brees. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Brees again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 74 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Whitney merciless. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third down and 12. On play action, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on fourth down. Taken in at the 22. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Touchdown, Houston! Will Fuller, 55 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, here's Miller. And he's got some space here. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. 21 carries for Miller in their Week 3 loss to the Patriots. He's had 20-plus carries in the first 3 weeks of the season. All of them, he's the go-to guy, no doubt.
And you won't hear him complain one bit about the number of carries he's getting in Houston, because during his time at Miami, he wanted more. He was averaging somewhere around 13, 14, 15 touches per game, not just carries. So he's excited about this opportunity to be the bell cow and the leader of the running game for Houston. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Fourth down. Here's Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. It's a pickup of 17 there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Again, Osweiler. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins from 8 yards out, and the Texans are in for 6. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's got it over the middle, Flainer. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Flainer, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Flainer. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be first down, Saints. And now a first down following that long gain. On first down, Breeze. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
So they're operating in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Got it. Kill. Ready.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Byrd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now Breeze throwing it. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. In trouble. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Breeze going to throw. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that brings up fourth down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Ready. 5-9. Check safety.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Osweiler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's Just go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, let's switch gears for a second, Charles, because after this last week, social media was all abuzz about Terrell Pryor. He did everything for Cleveland. He caught a pass. He threw a pass. He rushed the football. He even played safety.
And I think that not just social media having a ball with this one, because he's a throwback. It was that type of a day. How about the buzz that has to be going throughout the league with the players? Because there are a number of guys now going to their coaches saying, you know something, I can do all those things Pryor can do. Let me have a chance.
I think he even flew the chartered flight home from Miami. I mean, he did everything in that game.
Contact.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Breeze now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
12 yards is the pickup there, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. Miller, the lone setback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, partner, in the spirit of debate season, let's go with this topic.
Okay.
A team so far that hasn't done very well that you still like a lot.
Arizona. That's who I would propose that we talk about. Is that okay? Is that
you
good
go,
for the topic?
You go. I'll finish with mine.
Okay, I'm going to say Arizona. 1-2 start. But 3 of their next 4 games are within the division before they finish off the month of October at Carolina, the defending NFC champions, the team that they lost to for the right to go to the Super Bowl. This is going to be a big month coming up for them.
And New York, well, the Giants are 2-1, so not a bad start. They did play bad in Week 3, but they have a pretty favorable schedule that lines up the rest of the way.
I think that's okay. I'm not sure we actually debated it, or we just discussed it.
Look at us, reaching across party line. Shake my hand.
There you go. That's called reaching across the aisle. As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
And how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. John Kuhn taking it in. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. So they're going to go for 2.
Easy. Ready. Five. Ready. 95, 56.
Breeze is going to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. They go back to the air here after the INT. Gets it to Strong. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Texans a 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays.
It's caught inside the 25. A big hook up there. Osweiler to Hopkins. 43 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Fairley busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Now Osweiler. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. 2nd down following the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Third down and 4. Now a man who sat out 3 seasons. This is Tim Hightower. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And they'll give it to him here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Breeze to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Shift together here from the D-line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. try it. Now Breeze lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. On first down, Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
On first down, Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. To throw again is Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And a loose football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now a desperate, and that's caught inside the 35. They get 39 yards out of that one. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Breeze on third down. Left side and caught by Flainer. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Breeze got a hit, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. John Simon coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Osweiler's going to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Brandon, I came out of my chair on that one. A lovely-looking deep ball thrown. They were just unable to connect.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. He's got time. He's going to let it go again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.